My name is Thomas Hutchinson. I'm a school teacher.
My name is L. Sid Harris. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
My name is Gadavari Hughes, and my dad is Eddie Hughes.
My name is Leroy Tennant, Jr. I'm a heavy equipment operator.
When we got to the airline Goodwood protest, it was a standoff, and I was surprised to see. We didn't expect to see the standoff, police on one side of the street and daring people. That was the first thing we saw. We saw them daring people to walk into the street.
That had on riot gear, you know, and as the night progressed, they got aggressive, you know, and they closed down the airline. And, you know, only thing we was using was our voice, and our voice was loud.
Before long, the police, they always had their guns and shields and all that, and they backed all us up in the road. As soon as my feet touched the road, about 7 or 8 of them grabbed me and dragged me from one side of the road to the other side, putting their knees all in my back, my neck, my stomach. I couldn't breathe. I had to keep telling them, look, y'all heard me, I can't breathe.
I looked over and I'm seeing people get arrested. I'm thinking they're not gonna hurt me, but then I hear a lady yelling in my ear, get on the ground. And I was like, what? And she yelled, get on your knees and put your hands behind your back. And that's when I got on my knees, and immediately, like, she didn't even touch me, but immediately when my knees hit the ground, I started crying.
I proceeded to cross the street, and an officer behind me, he had like an AR-15 or something like that, and he kind of shoved me in the back with it. And I asked him, man, you don't have to do that. And he was like, just go on across the street. I was like, I'm going. And I guess I wasn't moving fast enough. He pushed me into the riot officers with the riot gear on, and they snatched me from the back, and one tapping me on the top, and I hit my head on the concrete, and they took me to jail.
You would have thought I robbed a bank or something the way they handled me. They really tried their best to dehumanize me and embarrass me each way they could think of, from frisking me and grabbing my bottom parts, you know, and squeezing them, you know. They knew everyone didn't have weapons, but that was their way of lashing out. And they put me in a handcuffed state. You know, they did everything that they could do to try to discourage protests from putting the handcuffs on tighter than they had to. They really over-exaggerated what they had to do.
The teams you sit down there, I want as many people as you can bring back.
That wasn't what the protest was supposed to be about. The violence only happened when the police started. They started the violence.
Illamore, the next week, he dropped the charges. So, from my point of view, they know that they had violated my civil rights. I was in there, me and my son and everybody else was in there for nothing. What they did to me for nothing, they've been doing this for the longest, and I'm tired of it, and I know a whole lot of other people's tired of it.
I'm not per se a protester. The only reason I really wanted to protest, you know, I seen it on the news about Mr. Sterling, but in my life and in my world, it began with him to a certain degree, but it's not about him. You know, it's about all the other injustices that's been done as well. I'm suing Baton Rouge area law enforcement because I don't think there's no repercussions for none of their actions. And I think there should be some type of consequences.
You know, all we were doing was just saying this is wrong. That's all we were doing, saying this is wrong, and this man should not have died like this. And that's all we were saying. So we should not have, I should not have been arrested. My daughter should not have been arrested. Should not have spent those hours in parish prison. That should not have happened. So Baton Rouge needs to learn how to better treat, people who are engaged in civil disobedience. That's all it was, just nonviolent. We were all nonviolent protesters.